This presentation is brought to you by Arizona State University's Julianne Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability and a generous investment by Julianne Wrigley.
We also think at New Belgium that ceremony and ritual are really important. We have a twice-a-year ownership ceremony. I make the mojos, which is a little token of our appreciation and sort of, you know, that sense that you've entered our tribe. When someone's worked at New Belgium for a year, they move into employee ownership. And we ask them to stand in front of their tribe and answer a question about what ownership means to them. There are 3 or 4 different kinds of questions, but they're all essentially in that vein. And then we break bread together, and I mean, we have lots of opportunity. We make beer for a living, so we have lots of opportunity to celebrate. And we think that ritual is the deep-rooted connection. It's maybe the warp or the weft of the fabric of community. And so it's important to us that we make sure that we have new celebration, but also celebration that goes back to the old days. I'm going to come back to this one. No, actually, I'll go ahead and do this one. So I showed you a picture of Lauren earlier. She's now actually, she's also a master wood-aged and barrel-aged beer blender. Highly regarded for that skill around the world. And we started making wood-aged beer in 1997. We hired Peter Buchart, who is from Rodenbach Brewery. If you're a beer geek, that means something to you. World-renowned wood-aged and sour beers. He came in 96, and he said in 97, I think we should make wood beer. We said, that sounds like a really fun idea. Let's try that. And this is the thing we do. It's an ancient art form. It matters to us. We also make something here in the United States, and we employ people who want to work with their hands and their heads and their hearts. And this is another huge lesson for us, that we never want to lose sight of the thing that's central to who we are. This was the slide I was going to go to and then come back to that one. I was talking about our ownership ceremony. So we do this thing, you know, and now we're getting bigger, and there are 50 people at one of these, and some of them don't talk for 2 minutes, they talk for 20. And then you have the receiving line, because we're big huggers and we're big criers at New Belgium. And so the whole thing was starting to take like hours and hours, and half a day for the ownership ceremony. So someone came up with this. That is Tony Danza. Yep. I have no idea why Tony Danza is the dude, except that it's in reference to the song, you know, Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. So now, rather than have a receiving line where everyone hugs and cries, and Tony Danza's great big arms come out and hugs all of us all at once. So the whole thing takes less time than it used to. I have no idea why we do this. I do. It makes sense. It makes sense mostly. But leaders need to be sure they say yes, because there are lots of opportunities to say, no, that's not my idea. That's not great. I don't, you know, Tony Danza, are you kidding me? And you miss the rich playfulness of life if you're not busy sort of letting, you know, your heartfelt joy just jump on out there and say yes. And we spend a lot of time in this thing that we call work. And if it can't feel, I told you that our purpose is to be loving and to make our love and talent manifest. The world needs more love and talent. And if you can't, you know, feel at work like the people you work with have your back and they care deeply about you, and you get to be your crazy self and come up with Tony Danza or the naming of trash cans or whatever, I think that's a problem. I think that's too bad. So when you're out there doing your thing, whatever it is, I think it's important to say yes and to, sort of revel in the goodness of whatever it is that you're doing. But this is a place we've been giving back to the community through philanthropy since about probably
1993. We give $1 a barrel away, and that's just in straight up cash. So we're well over $6 million. We have done more than that in proceeds, $100,000 for the Tour de Fête here, in-kind donations, lots of beer, lots of bikes over the years. Because it matters to us. That's a part of, being in the community and yet still focusing on the things. We give our coworkers a bike when they've been with New Belgium for a year. And then when they've been with us for 5 years, we go to Belgium together. I take a group every year, and it's big fun. So that was really to just kind of give you a bit of the flavor of us.
This presentation is brought to you by Arizona State University's Julianne Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability for educational and non-commercial use only.